How's it going, everybody? My name is Thomas, and today we're going to talk about tips for your first cryotherapy session, basically to make it go by smoother. If you're looking for like a walkthrough or like a step-by-step, I recommend literally checking out the what to expect video. I'll have it pop up, somewhere around here. It'll kind of, set the foundation for this video, because this video is just going to be focused purely on, basically getting through the 3 minutes while you're actually in the chamber. So basically, a couple things. So first things first, you probably already know, but we're actually gonna have you turn every 30 seconds or so while you're in here. And the reason is because the nitrogen actually comes from this side right here. It comes from the base. So it's gonna be a little bit colder there. It's gonna be a bit of a wind chill. So it makes it a little easier if you kind of stay moving. And not only that, it kind of helps keep your blood flowing as well. Another thing you can do is you can lift your hands up above your head. And believe it or not, that actually makes a huge difference in how cold it feels. Like I actually noticed the last cryotherapy session I did where I was holding the camera and I was trying to record at the same time. Having my arms above the chamber actually made it seem like so much like I was almost disappointed, because personally I think it feels really good. Like I like the cold sensation. I like the way it feels, like just as a whole. Like people say it's addicting. Man, it definitely kind of gets to be that point after you've done it a couple times. Like I'd like to get a session right now, if that tells you anything. Like I just want to. Anyway, that's that. Another thing kind of coinciding with this is that while you're actually in the chamber, people have a tendency to want to close up, and that will keep you warmer. But if you want to get the most out of the session, if that's your goal, stand as such, but let the air get everywhere. Let it, get around here too. Really let it just kind of go everywhere. I can't remember the exact reason why, but there's something about having the cool air here that stimulates your body. So that's another thing you definitely want to do. The next thing, relax. Just honestly, relax. Like I've kind of talked about this, but it's a dry nitrogen gas. So there's nothing to freeze. It's not gonna, chill you like actual ice is or a kind of liquid. It's just a sensation. It feels insanely cold in there. And the worst thing you can do is start to hyperventilate or something. Just take big deep breaths, breathe, don't breathe the nitrogen, but just relax and honestly breathe. Something that sometimes people, don't exactly mention is the fact that, your blood is going to be going to your core. So there's not going to be as much blood going around. So the chances of you feeling lightheaded or getting a headache will go up if you're freaking out, if you're like, getting really short breaths, because you're not going to have enough oxygen in your body, because, basically blood is what carries oxygen from point A to point B. So if all your blood's in your core, you put 1 and 2 together, there's a good chance you can get a headache, especially when you consider that there is nitrogen as well, and nitrogen does cause flu-like symptoms and can aid in that headache. So that's that. So make sure you breathe, you stay relaxed, you turn every single every 30 seconds, lift your arms up if it's too much, and then when you actually get out of the cryo sauna or the chamber, you're gonna actually jump on the bike. And basically the reason you jump on the bike is because while you're in this chamber, like I just said a minute ago, all your blood leaves your extremities and goes to your core. Your body also enters a hyperproductive period, basically because it would be dangerous for your body to start dropping in temperature. If you started dropping degrees here in your internal organs, it could be dangerous for you. So your body combats this by entering a hyperproductive state. It ramps up your metabolism like crazy. You burn 500, 800 calories, just warming up from this thing. Some of you guys have heard this stuff. It releases collagen, norepinephrine, serotonin, and a bunch of other hormones, and so on and so forth. And basically the purpose of these hormones, in addition to protecting your internal organs, is to prepare anything that might have gotten damaged during your exposure to these temperatures. So this stuff isn't, let me back up. So that happens, right? The thing is, when you step out of the chamber, all of what just happened while in the chamber doesn't just vanish. It actually gets redistributed through your body. Whereas when you get in the chamber, this thing called vasoconstriction happens, which is the narrowing of the veins. When you get out of the chamber, this thing called vasodilation happens, which is the widening of veins, basically allowing more blood flow. The point of the bike is to aid that process and to get the blood flowing, sooner, faster, and get it where it needs to go. So your body can reabsorb it and redistribute it and actually, put it to use where it needs to go, because the body is going to immediately look at what's damaged and say, hey, this is what needs to be fixed, because that's literally what it was just planning to do while in the chamber. So yeah, so basically for best results, You're gonna wanna, not cover up your armpits and so forth. Let yourself, really feel the cold. Keep your blood flowing, keep going around. Yeah, feeling good in the cold chamber. And then when you get out, jump on the bike, warm up for a minute or two, and you're gonna feel awesome. It's gonna be your best case scenario. You're gonna feel totally, probably, I don't wanna say totally, but probably mostly pain-free, and you're gonna have, all the other wealth and plethora of benefits. Not gonna go into it right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like. We're gonna be, putting out constant videos. We've been putting out a video every single day. As you can probably see, the production quality is increasing. If you want to see more great content, in other words, please drop a subscribe also. Until next time, appreciate it, guys. Take care.